Welcome back to Curious Future. We're going to talk about some mind-blowing topics today. So ChatGPT has been surprising scientists with its higher level thinking and intelligence. Now, some scientists believe that ChatGPT shows some impressive signs of intelligence, but others, much more skeptical. So GPT-3, General Pre-trained Transformer 3, is the technology behind ChatGPT. And it can perform all sorts of intelligent tasks. So it can write text, it can code, it can conversate on many different topics, it can play chess and even answer complex problems. But to test whether GPT-3 is really intelligent or not, researchers Marcel and Eric Schultz ran a series of experiments. So in the first round, they gave ChatGPT 12 puzzles. It only passed 6. But in the second round, they presented it with more puzzles, but these were designed more to understand human-style thinking. These test challenges ranged from decision-making, information search, deliberation, and causal reasoning. And although GPT-3 did struggle with some of these problems in a way that a human wouldn't, it also passed some of them with some surprisingly human-like intuition. Binns and Schultz found signs of intelligence in GPT-3. And they believe that simply letting it interact more with humans will start to bring it up to that human-level intelligence. And that makes sense to me because one of the ways that we actually learn as humans is from experience. It's that iterative process of adapting to situations and understanding abstract concepts as they become compounded and hierarchical that allow us to use knowledge to manipulate our environment. So the more we interact with GPT-3, which is not a problem considering it's the fastest growing app of all time, the more intelligent it becomes. Artificial intelligence can now predict cancer outcomes better than doctors. Researchers have used artificial intelligence to make a cancer prediction model from oncologist notes. Now, this new model is able to predict 6-month, 36-month, and 60-month survival outcomes for patients with more than an 80% accuracy. Now, the AI analyzes doctor notes, and these can be notoriously tricky for doctors to pop in and understand the full depth of what a patient has said and done before. And it's full of important information that might just be missed by other models. And it's full of interesting details that, because it might not fit perfectly into checkboxes, is often missed by previous models. Now, this new technology has the potential to revolutionize the ways that doctors interact with patient records. It's not the kind of thing meant to replace doctors at this point. It's meant to help them source through and summarize the most important things from all of the data collected about a patient. And most important, make an accurate prediction about what the patient should be preparing for. So if you made it this far, please hit that subscribe button. I would love to get this channel to 2,000 subscribers, maybe by the end of the month. You'd really be doing me a solid if you hit that subscribe button right now. So if you ever see one of these crazy Y-shaped contraptions taking up a parking space, you should know it's all about drone delivery. A company called Wing, which is a drone delivery company, is building a logistics platform to deliver packages using their army of drones. Now, to achieve this in the real world, the company is looking to take up the exact space of a parking stall and have it be a drop-off, delivery, or recharge station. So they call them pads, but locals are like, what the heck is that Y-shaped contraption taking up a good parking spot? But no matter what you call them, what they are is a place where the drone can land to recharge their batteries mid-flight. And they call them autoloaders because this is where retail partners can load individual packages into the drone for pickup. Hence another reason why they're taking up some of the best prime spots, because they need to be right in front of the door so they can be for deliveries. So out there in the real world, there's already some of these Y-shaped contraptions that are doing autoloader deliveries for curbside pickup. Now, oddly, one of the only real additional costs you have to make to these parking stalls is paint, because you have to paint this giant QR code that the drone can see from up in the air. Once the drone identifies where it is and the information associated with that QR code, like its location and what it needs to do, the employee can then hang the package from the 2 prongs at the confluence of the Y. And when the drone comes to pick it up, it will drop down a lie onto that Y to snag onto the package. Wing promises that these new autoloaders can revolutionize the way the drone delivery works, and at the same time minimize cost and footprint. And I'm already envisioning the day where you stand on the QR code, straight up in T-pose, just hook right under the armpit there, and then off you go. And finally, I want to talk about, will AI chatbots replace fanfiction? Now, the world of online fandom has had mixed results when it comes to large language models and AI technology. While many of the early fans were very skeptical of the technology, websites like Character AI have started to develop their own fan bases. Now, these are websites where chatbots have been specifically crafted to stay in the mentality of a certain fictional or historical character. And by the way, if you're interested in seeing how this fandom plays out in real life, you can check out our other channel, Curious Challenges, where I had my friends flirting with chatbots. We recorded the whole thing. It was absolutely terrible and hilarious. So check that out on the YouTube channel, Curious Challenges. So while customizable chatbots certainly can cater to anyone's whims, some young and more vulnerable users have had these chatbots talk them into self-harm. In one case, a chatbot actually provided rules for how somebody could follow an eating disorder. Now, there are filters that are used on some of these characters, especially to censor NSFW content, but as always, these things can often be jailbroken and the filters are not perfect. And that also was on full display with our flirting with chatbot videos from last month. And these chatbots have pretty much been trained on the same datasets as the other large language models, which means a lot of fan fiction writers have created content that have already trained it. And the potential for AI to take an individual user and isolate an entire story around them is both good and bad. But nobody can deny that this is a transformational change in the way that fandom is made. AI chatbots are allowing fans to live out their wildest dreams and talk endlessly with simulations of the characters and celebrities that they want to connect with.